and self-reliance. The event held at the University of Port Harcourt saw the participation of key stakeholders from the education and private sectors. Ubong Usoro has details.
It was a moment of hope and excitement at the University of Port Harcourt as the Federal Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the Nigerian Youth Employment and Skills Acquisition Fund, officially launched the Ideas TVEST Youth Empowerment Training Program. Leading the initiative, Prince Morgan Bob Manuel, project consultant, described the program as a pathway to building young entrepreneurs and innovators.
Are going to ensure that we succeed. How are we going to do it? Basically, by giving you the required skills in the area of fishing and farming, where we can eliminate hunger.
The Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Ogwonari George Will, commended the federal government and partners for selecting Uniport as the South-South Training Hub.
This program offers training in various areas, and for me, it is a very, very unique program that the federal government has initiated, working together with the World Bank and other stakeholders to ensuring that there is youth empowerment.
The South-South Regional Coordinator, Mr. Domsek Elda, said the training covers high-demand sectors like ICT, renewable energy, agriculture, fashion design, and small business management. The Empowerment Initiative is expected to train thousands of youth nationwide, turning many from job seekers into job curators. Ubong Usoro for Global Television.
A federal high court in Abuja has restrained the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, from recognizing the outcome of the forthcoming 2025 National Convention of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Justice James Omotosho issued the order on Friday while delivering judgment in a suit challenging the legality of the convention. The judge predicted the decision on the grounds that the People's Democratic Party failed to comply with the relevant conditions and law for the conduct of such conventions. The Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, has reiterated that his administration will continue to partner with the Board of Tertiary Education, Trust Fund, TED Fund in strengthening and promoting growth of learning among tertiary institutions in the state. The governor gave the assurance during the Southeast Stakeholders Town Hall meeting organized by TED Fund at Emmanuel Iwunanyanwu International Conference Center, Owerri, to mark a 2025 Board of Trustees Town meeting for the region. The event, which brought together notable stakeholders and policymakers, is aimed at reshaping and addressing the future of higher education in Nigeria, particularly in the Southeast region. Management of Kogi State Polytechnic, Lokoja, said it has uncovered a group of people forging its certificates and result slips, bearing different names and programs being run by the institution. Director of the institution, Professor Salisu Obosman, disclosed this during a press conference in Lokoja, Kogi State capital. He said the syndicates involved in document falsification include some students, non-students, and few dishonest staff members of the institution. Kebbi State Police Command has confirmed the abduction of Deputy Speaker Samaila Bagudu by armed bandits in Bagudu town on Friday night. Police spokesman CSP Nafiu Abubakar said a combined team of security forces, including the military and vigilantes, have been deployed for search and rescue operations. The Commissioner of Police commended the attack and assured residents of intensified efforts to secure the lawmakers' release and restore calm. You're watching the live broadcast of Midday News. When Midday News returns, President Samia Hassan wins Tanzania poll amid deadly protests. Details coming shortly, plus business and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back from that short break. In business news, Dangote Petroleum Refinery has assured Nigerians of an uninterrupted supply of petrol and diesel despite new tariffs on fuel imports. Group Chief Branding Officer Anthony Giejinel said the refinery's high production capacity guarantees national energy stability and consumer confidence. Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigerian President Abubakar Megandi added that the new import levy will discourage importation and boost local refining, strengthening the naira and protecting Nigerians from substandard products. As the world continues to shift towards cleaner and more sustainable energy, Nigerian women are taking the lead in promoting renewable energy solutions. From small communities to major cities, women are rising to the challenge of building a greener and more energy-secured future. Ubong Usoro reports.
With growing concerns about climate change, unreliable power supply, and the high cost of fossil fuel, Nigerian women are taking action to drive the country's renewable energy agenda forward. At a recent gathering in Abuja, organized by the Global Initiative for Food Security and Ecosystem Preservation, women from across Nigeria came together to discuss practical ways to promote clean energy from solar power and biogas to improve cook stoves that reduce indoor air pollution. Many of them believe that women, especially those in rural communities, hold the key to advancing renewable energy adoption because they are directly affected by energy poverty.
Energy access is not charity. It is a human right because they need clean energy for cooking, clean energy for their daughters and sons to read at night.
The project also has a social media campaign part of it, which has been ongoing. So this is a pilot project, and we cannot cover the whole of Nigeria, unfortunately. But we are women. We are advocating as women in Nigeria. We are first advocating as women in Nigeria before our community. So we are advocating for the whole Nigeria, not just Abuja or just Urupa or Ogoni. The women actually, with the help of GISA, we are taking the bull by the horn, and in issues of policy, Nigeria obviously does not. There are several policies, and there is going to be more.
Environmental advocate and renewable energy promoter said empowering women with renewable energy tools can transform homes, schools, and small businesses. From energy innovators to community leaders, Nigerian women are proving that they are not just beneficiaries, but drivers of change in the renewable energy transition, lighting the path towards a cleaner and more sustainable future. Ubong Usoro for Global Television.
And on the foreign scene, Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan has won a landslide re-election with 97.6% of the votes after key opponents were jailed or barred from contesting. The announcement comes after days of violent protests, a nationwide curfew, and internet blackout with opposition Party for Democracy and Progress claiming hundreds were killed in clashes with security forces. United Nations and international observers have expressed concern over the violent censorship and reports of human rights abuses during the polls. Economic activities has ground to halt in Cameroon's northern city of Marau after opposition leader Issa Chiroma Bakari called for a nationwide ghost town protest. Traders and students stayed home out of fear of violence, with many markets closed and security forces scarce in the street. The protest marks the third phase of Bakari's campaign against a President Biya government, signaling growing tension ahead of next week's planned nationwide shutdown. Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney says the world is undergoing one of the most profound shifts since the fall of the Berlin Wall. China's President Xi Jinping had invited Prime Minister Carney to China in the first formal talks between the nation's leaders since 2017, before also holding first discussions with Japan's new Prime Minister. Ui Abomofwebe completes the report.
Canada's relations with China are among the worst of any Western nation. However, both are at the sharp end of Donald Trump's tariff onslaught, even after Xi and the U.S. leaders deal to de-escalate tensions. Speaking at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation CEO Summit in South Korea, Prime Minister Carney made clear that the rules-based liberalized trade and investment system the world has known for a long time is gone.
Our world is undergoing one of the most profound shifts since the fall of the Berlin Wall. And that old world, the world in which APEC prospered, but also helped to foster, that old world of steady expansion of rules-based liberalized trade and investment, a world on which so much of our nation's prosperity, very much Canada's included, that world is gone.
He challenged the leaders at the summit to be more strategic and forward-thinking, citing geopolitical factors and the scale of modern-day technology as the fundamentals driving global change.
I think we have to be clear-eyed about that reality, because nostalgia is not a strategy, and clinging to the past also ignores the scale of what's happening in parallel to these geopolitical changes, which is the scale of technological changes that are underway in life sciences, in the energy transition, and of course, most fundamentally, in artificial intelligence.
Ties fell into a deep freeze in 2018 after the arrests of a senior Chinese telecom executive on a U.S. warrant in Vancouver, Canada, and China's retaliatory detention of 2 Canadians on espionage charges. Uyi Agbomofwebe, reporting for Global TV News.
And in sport, Chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, has dismissed allegations of misappropriating the $1.2 million FIFA fund for the Kebbi Mini Stadium, insisting that FIFA directly managed and disbursed all project funds without the NFF control. He explained that the project was approved in 2015 at a value of about 300 million naira, with delays in land and documentation pushing actual construction to 2022 under FIFA's supervision. Diko maintained that the images circulating online only show the first phase of the project, as the House of Representatives Committee on Sports began investigating the management of FIFA and CAF development grants. The Turkish Football Federation has suspended 149 referees for alleged involvement in sports betting, following an internet investigation into the country's professional leagues. Officials revealed that over 370 referees held betting accounts, with some placing thousands of wagers, including on football matches. The Federation president said the integrity of the game will be protected, adding that any referee found guilty will be permanently banned. That's it on Midday News. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV, channel 365 and Star Times, channels 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using at Global TV NG. I am Sadia Yakubu saying thank you for watching.